Fat Header asks, best approach back to riding after being released from an injury. I know you probably have already given feedback before, but the more you hear it, the more it becomes ingrained. Good day, TMA family. Thanks, Fat Header. And that's very true. And that's why I'm going to answer this question again, although I already have a whole bunch of times. First of all, when you're hurt, when you're spending time off the bike, use that time to study and watch the footage. Get inside the app, learn and download as much information as you possibly can, and then go on YouTube and just pop on old races and watch people that you want to look like. The best person to watch right now by far would be Jet. I mean, there's not even, the only person close to that would be Hunter's a great one to watch. Jet's a little more obvious because his height, he's a bit taller. So the movements he's making are easier to see, I think. And the mistakes when he makes them are usually easier to see. So Jet's a good person to watch to learn, and just download the information. You will be amazed at how much you will start to kind of download subconsciously. So when you do get on the bike, it's like, whoa, all right, how did I get better in all this time off? I had a live stream last night inside the Moto Academy community, and we had Daniel Blair on as a guest. And I said, Daniel, I just saw a video of you riding the Supercross track a couple of weeks ago, and you looked amazing. And he goes, AJ, I took 10 years off, hadn't touched a bike in 10 years, and I'll pop on a Supercross track, and I felt better than I ever have in my life. That's the proof right there, right? Daniel has spent 10 years announcing, being down on the track, watching the best in the world, being at the training facility and working day to day with these riders, constantly, I'm sure, studying media and the footage. Whether he was realizing he was studying it for his sake or not, that information was being downloaded. So 10 years later, he hops on a bike. And yes, although the on-the-bike fitness, I'm sure, has gone away, his technique has actually improved. It's amazing. So you use injury and that time off the bike as an opportunity. So many people get kind of depressed and really discouraged when they get hurt, but it's an opportunity. If you're off the bike for 3 months or for 6 months or for a year, huge opportunity. The more time off the bike, the bigger the opportunity it is. Think of it that way. And when you get back on the bike, long-winded answer here, when you get back on the bike, be strategic, because that is your time to implement everything that you learned while you're off the bike and try to make change and form new habits. And that starts with as soon as those tires touch the dirt. Do not throw yourself into a tempting environment to where you risk that, right? And what I mean by that is don't go race right away. Don't show up to a track with 40 other people out there, busy practice weekend, or if there's a few hundred people at the track. Ideally, and any pro hopefully would do this, is the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks on the bike, go to an open field, go to a corner track where it's just you, go to a oval track, a figure eight, ride in a circle, simplify as much as you can and practice the drills that I would teach would be stand up only, one hand drill, feet on the pegs drill, circulate and rotate directions, short sets even, you could do 3 to 5 minutes, especially if the track is really, really short, like if it's a 5-second lap time, right? You would be amazed at how you can start to change as a rider and form those new habits as soon as you get back on the bike. Then when you bring yourself to an environment with a lot more variables, we can transfer the good habits and all those new habits. And yeah, hopefully that makes sense, but crazy, crazy important to do that. And what an opportunity it is when you're coming back from being hurt. If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, you can do so on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to send in your own video submission, you can join us in the Moto Academy family inside of the Moto Academy app by just going to themotoacademy.com. That's also where you can sign up for a class. Okay, guys, see you next episode.